All right, welcome to the show, everyone. I'm Brian, always joined by my wife and co-host Kathy. On the line, we have a whole family of Disney live streamers living in Diz. That's D-I-Z. We have mom and dad. That's Tammy and Cory, and the kids, Jillian and Jacob, on the line. Hey guys, how you doing?
Great.
Doing great.
You know, I gotta tell you, we found you guys because when we're not at Disney World, we're at home watching vloggers and live streamers, and you guys just popped up on YouTube on our stream one day, and we've been hooked ever since.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's really
we watch you guys all the time. We really
Yeah.
do love your streams and vlogs.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a lot of people that vlog and that stream at Walt Disney World, but what sets you guys apart is you're a whole family, mom, dad, and the kids, as opposed most people that stream are mostly single people, and we're a family, so we like to watch a family.
exactly. And I that's one of my main points is what I think sets us apart is that we are just that. It's a mom, it's a dad. It's two kids that are articulate and they can convey good opinions about anything we're trying to portray in every vlog. So I've been looking since the time we started. As far as any comparison to what we do, and I think that's what makes us unique.
It's surprising that there aren't more families that are streaming or vlogging together like you guys do. Usually you're streaming on Saturdays, right?
Yeah, we stream on Saturday evenings.
How do you decide what park you're going to go to on Saturday?
It's spontaneous, really. I mean, if there's a festival going on or something that we need to cover in park, we'll go there.
Yeah, it's kind of like timely things will dictate where we go. Just the recent International Festival of the Arts.
Yeah,
it's like, well, we got to be there. We got to be one of the first to put our stuff out there, our reviews and things like that. It kind of directs that, but ultimately we can reserve our fast passes 30 days in advance.
Yeah.
So I like to kind of keep ahead on that and just jump up on getting good fast passes and asking the kids and Tammy, where would you like to go next? And usually we'll alternate parks pretty well.
Do you guys agree on where to go, or do you ever argue about, well, I want to go here, I want to go there, or is it usually pretty much a unanimous thing and everybody's in agreement? I guess because you live there, it's not really a problem. You can go any time.
They usually listen to Dad, and Dad usually has a little bit plan, but Ian will go to Epcot anytime.
Yeah, I know Jillian likes Epcot.
Yeah, it's her favorite for sure.
Epcot is my favorite.
Yeah, so
I'm not picky. I just go with the flow.
When did you move to Florida, and did Disney have anything to do with your move, moving to that area? Did it have anything to do with Disney, or you just liked Florida in general?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm back with dates. What year was it?
2016. 2016. We arrived here on June 16th, 2016.
Okay, so not that long ago. Only a few years ago.
I was going to say prior to that, we had been coming down to Disney for 10-day vacations.
Every year, our family vacation every year was to come to Florida and Disney. So it was a brainer just to move here.
And where did you live before?
Maine.
That's really far north. Wow.
Mini Canada.
When you moved to Florida, how long were you here until you first went to Walt Disney World, and how long until you were annual pass holders?
Not that long.
That was something that was kind of unique. We started out with Universal passes.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the reason why this was when we came down, we would have gotten Disney passes right away. But we had a planned vacation with my mom already in November, and we arrived in June. And so here we were here, and financially, it wasn't smart for us to get a Disney annual pass yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
We had an arrangement with Disney where they said, if you wait till November, it'll be cheaper because we're going to take what you spent with on your vacation and tickets, and we're going to roll that right over.
Oh, wow.
Into your annual passes. So we had to do something to keep ourselves busy. It was really hard.
I bet it was really hard to do that because you're there for a few months, and that would be tough.
Well, you get a good deal if you're a Florida resident. The annual passes at Walt Disney World are a great deal for Florida residents.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing. It really is amazing.
How many times a year do you think, or do you maybe keep track? How many times a year do you think you go to a theme park in Orlando now that you live here?
That's funny you say that because Jillian brought that up just on Saturday. So answer that.
So because we get blocked out because we have the gold pass for 4 weeks, and sometimes things come up during the year, very rarely. So I would say 50 times a year,
50.
roughly.
So that's almost every week.
Yeah,
you
almost.
guys go. That's awesome.
We watch your streams, we watch your vlogs, and mostly it seems that you're either at Epcot or Hollywood Studios, at least lately, which is understandable with Galaxy's Edge. What is your least favorite of the Disney parks?
Animal Kingdom.
Oh, I was gonna have him guess. I was gonna say.
I was kind of guessing that because I don't see you all there.
Why
that
is
often.
that, Jillian?
I love Pandora. I love Primeval World, but it's just like there's nothing new there lately. There's not much to do. It's all the same.
It seems like all the new stuff, like they just added some Christmas stuff this year, but that's like the first time they did that. Jacob, what's your favorite park?
Probably Hollywood.
Hollywood? Are you a big Star Wars fan?
Yeah, we
like
all
your dad? Yeah. I know Cory is. We love Star Wars too.
I would have to agree with you about Animal Kingdom. I haven't been to I can't remember the last time I went to Animal Kingdom.
Well, the reason I don't like it is it's not disabled friendly. Like it's very hard if you're in a wheelchair, which is what I have to do. It's very bumpy and I don't like that. I feel like really kind of motion sickness after I go there, and there's not a lot of shade for me. I mean, I like Animal Kingdom, but it's the park I probably haven't
the
been
least
there
amount to do
in a long time. We did stay at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, which was pretty cool.
And it can be difficult to go to Animal Kingdom when the Millennium Falcon is over.
It's tough.
At Hollywood
do you guys ever do a staycation and like stay on property for a couple days at one of the hotels? Do you ever do that?
We have wanted to really, really bad, and we're actually going to get to do that at the end of May because my grandmother on my father's side are coming down with my cousins, and we're having a fun little family vacation.
Oh, that'll be really nice. Well, I bet your relatives love that you live so close to Disney World.
It really helps. It's easy.
Everybody wants to visit you guys.
Now they all want to stay. You guys vlogging, live streaming as a family, a lot of people, you see it around the parks. People call it Disney rage. And there's so many times you'll see families that are really upset with each other. I mean, I've seen moms and dads you're really going at it in the park. And you guys are live streaming, so everything that happens is live streaming. How do you guys go through the parks and not have this Disney rage that I see almost every time I go with a family somewhere?
I'm glad you asked that because, we look like the perfect family in the vlogs and everything, but we're just like any other family. So there's certainly times. There's been we had a time maybe 5 weeks ago at Epcot, Jillian was just not having a good night. She was in a little bit of a mood. She's been known to turn her back and just walk off on us.
Jillian, that happens to me all the time.
Yeah, don't worry.
Trust me.
And for me, I'm live, and I'm like, my gosh, I need to try to keep this like away from that, away from all that situation and just move on. And Tammy was really great in that situation where she's like, I'm going to go with her. You walk on with Jacob and just keep the stream moving.
That's a good idea. What would your advice be for families that experience those kinds of moments at Disney where they get, like frustrated or one or two people get upset? What would advice be for them to kind of de-escalate things at Disney? Because it does happen. People get mad and argue over things.
True.
Yeah. Because we've all been there.
Yeah.
People are frustrated for one thing or another. I don't know.
Well, you know what I think it is when I see the families arguing, Cory. I think what a lot of it is you guys live in the area. We live in Florida too, although we're a couple hours away. It's not as big of an expense for you or I to go to the park with the family as it is from someone that's flying in from out. Like when you were living in Maine and you would come down here, it's a pretty big expense. And I think people spend so much money and have everything planned out minute by minute. Things don't go according to plan, and sometimes they have family meltdowns over that.
Get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Tammy, what's your favorite park?
I love Hollywood.
Hollywood's I do too, and that's like not everybody loves Magic Kingdom. I love Magic Kingdom, but I do love Hollywood Studios, especially at night. I think it's so beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the music there and Toy Story Land. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love walking down Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, me too. It's really nice there.
What would
Magic Kingdom is super close to my heart.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
It's this nostalgic, so I always fall to that one, but Hollywood would be very close second for me.
Cory, when was the first time you went to Disney? How old were you?
Wow, I was a late bloomer.
Oh, really?
That's kind of a funny story. That was like, so Tammy and I got married in 2002, and the first thing brought up for our honeymoon was, should we go to Disney? We thought about it, and then we were like, no, that just sounds like it's way too busy.
Yeah.
And I've always been a Disney kid, but I did not have the super strong desire to even go back then. So we came to Florida a few years after our honeymoon on a Florida vacation, and we went to Universal Studios. So we were in our hotel, and we got offered to listen to a spiel about a timeshare, and they offered us a Disney ticket. So we took that Disney ticket, and we went for a half day to Hollywood Studios. I think it was Hollywood Studios. And I was hooked right after that. I was like, we need to come back, and we need to do a full vacation at Disney. So I was probably like, how old was I? Mid-30s.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
But that's crazy.
I've only been going as old as Jillian is. So I've been only going to Disney for 13 years.
That's really amazing. I mean, I've been going since I was 5 years old.
Me too, in the 70s. I grew up in Florida,
I don't remember,
we used to go all the time.
I don't remember a time without Disney in my life.
That's amazing that people go as adults.
For the first time,
For the first time. And still, like you said, have a nostalgic feeling. Because you do grow up watching the movies and things. So you still have that feeling with Disney of nostalgia. Tammy, what about you? When was the first time you went to Disney?
The first time I went was in probably mid-'80s, I'm guessing. Because it was when Epcot was new.
Right.
I believe opened in 85 too. So it was like mid-'80s, I think, was.
Oh, okay. So you've been even before then.
I went to Epcot. I don't remember going to the Magic Kingdom or anything. I only remember Epcot.
Yeah, Epcot was brand new, so everybody wanted to go back then to Epcot.
So now, do you ever, going 50 times a year? I mean, that's a lot.
That's awesome.
Do you ever find Saturday comes along and you're like, I really don't want to go to Disney World this weekend?
My mother does.
But she still goes, right? She still goes.
Well, sometimes Jacob or me just take a break.
Yeah, exactly.
Or we'll take Jillian, and I'll stay home with Jacob.
I'm going.
Jillian and I are pretty much the constants. Like, we're always willing to go every time. So I at least have her with me. So really, I would love to have everybody with me for every Saturday, every vlog, every live stream. So if not all the time, but if you see only one child with me, that's why. Because maybe Jillian had a competition and she couldn't make it, or maybe just Jacob just didn't want to come.
Right.
Or Tammy, might not be feeling well, so Jacob stays back with her. So
there's nothing wrong with that. I'd probably be like Tammy too. I don't think I'd go every week either. Because for me, I like part of it is the anticipation of wanting to go. And every week would be good. I mean, I don't know how people go every day. For me, it would get a little old after a while, but that's just me. I do love Disney, but I like the anticipation of having to look forward to it. And if you have longer stretches where you don't go, you have that excitement of the anticipation. Like you miss it.
You're right about that because it's like maybe the once a week is like just enough to keep me on the edge. Like, I can't wait till Saturday.
Exactly.
We'll watch live streams, during the week because it helps to cope with not going for 6 days.
Yeah.
Right. But you don't have to deal with the crowds, but you get to watch it and kind of experience it.
You know what? I've been going to Disney longer than maybe anybody except Kathy, and I've been going since I was 5, and I'm older than you guys, so I've been going since 1976. Even though I've been going to Disney World for, I hate to say it's been so long, I sound really old, but for 44 years.
You are old.
Yeah, I still, it amazes me every time I go, I find at least one thing that I've never seen before or never experienced before, and I'm still finding things after all these years at each and every park, including Magic Kingdom, that I sometimes didn't even know was there.
What are you guys most excited about that's coming up before the 50th anniversary? All the changes. Each of you tell us, what are you most excited about happening at Disney World over the next year and a half?
Just the development of this new Epcot.
Yeah, oh yeah, that'll be amazing.
I'm so excited for Ratatouille. I'm so excited for that because I see a lot of those types of rides in Asia.
Yes.
Like in Shanghai, Hong Kong, Tokyo. I see a lot of those types of rides, and there's nothing like that here.
Yeah.
Except for the Star Wars ride.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited to see something different. Like just a different style ride.
I think initially I was going to say Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Yes.
But just listening to Jillian talk about how great and different Epcot's going to be, I think I'm most excited about that. It's going to be such a total transformation. It just seems like it's going to be a lot of fun.
What about you, Jacob? What are you most excited about?
I mean, probably Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, because I feel like by the time of the 50th anniversary, not much is going to be done of Epcot, because people have been rumoring for it to be done by like 2025, 2026.
Yeah. The future world?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it'll take some time. Tammy, what about you? What are you most excited about?
I think I'm just excited about everything. Just everything new that's coming out.
There's a lot of new things.
A lot of new just gives us more to do at the parks. And sometimes you just get a little bored.
Yeah, no, I think that's good that they change things up. You know, they have these special events, like the Villains Night is coming up next month. They have, the late night hours. They have the Christmas parties. I personally feel they're a little expensive for pass holders. I think they should be a little cheaper for people who have a pass. But do you guys go to those? Because for a family of 4 to go to a Villains Night is like over $400 for one night when you already have a pass. Do you go to those, or do you just say, I'm putting my foot down, I'm not spending this kind of money?
We don't, just because it's so expensive for a family of 4. We have Disney passes. It just seems unreasonable, really.
I agree.
That kind of money for, like you said, $400. Sometimes we talk about it. I feel like we come closer to agreeing to doing it. And then when it's time to pull the trigger, you're like, no, it's just so much more money. We have the vlogs and everything. And you guys probably have these kind of conversations too, where I like to bring up topics and we love to talk about them. And sometimes we talk about them on film and sometimes we don't. But so we're always debating and asking people, what's your favorite thing here and there? Mm-hmm. And I asked a question a few months ago. If you had $400 in your hands, what would you most likely spend it on? Staying at the resort, eating at a restaurant or two, going to special events,
right.
And it's a hard question to ask because you can find reasons to not go to. Like, well, we only live 50 minutes away. Why would we spend $400 at a resort?
Yeah,
when we can walk around it, and the events are great. We've done them on vacation because it's kind of what you do, when you're traveling down from Maine or something like that. But I would really like to do the Mickey's Not So Scary at some point, though.
I'm really thankful and excited the fact that my best friend, her name is Megan, her mom is like really high up at Disney. Her mom works at Disney. And she got us free passes, and I got to go on September, and it was really, really fun. So I really can't wait for the whole family to go.
It is really fun, and we've been to the Halloween and the Christmas when Emily was little. We took our daughter, and I would say out of the two, Halloween is best. Don't you think, Brian? Yeah. I would prefer. Yeah. I would say the Halloween. I mean, Christmas party is amazing, but the Halloween party just is so cool with everybody dressed up, and you get the free candy, and I just think it's really a lot of fun.
Of course, we all love Disney. I think we all agree. Sometimes things can get pricey, and the special events, we don't go to them really. They are pricey, and the special events are family events, and I wish they were more affordable so that people could go, because I agree with you. $400, that's a lot of money.
Well, I was going to get tickets for the Villains Night, and for 3 people with the passes was $365. That's with our annual pass discount of like $10. And I just thought, I just can't do this because I'm already paying for the passes and it's only for 5 hours. I just think it's crazy.
I want to thank everybody for joining us. And it's Living in Diz on YouTube, and that's D-I-Z, Living in Diz. They live stream and vlog on Saturdays. So subscribe to them on YouTube and catch their vlogs and, of course, their live streams on Saturday. Living in Diz, that's D-I-Z. All right, guys, thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
This is really fun.
Great talk. We love you guys. We really like your content, and we're so happy to talk to you here.
Thank you so much. You can have us anytime.